Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 23 of Omnifactory. Last episode we did some pretty cool stuff. So we had this pulsating polymer clay automation going, and we used the clay we were getting to power this new power generation setup I got over here. So we have these Numismatic Dynamos, and I made a second one in between episodes actually. And basically what's happening is we have a shulker data model, and this is up to self-aware now, by the way, and it's just feeding in the pulsating polymer clay from our setup over here, and then it gets a lot of diamonds in here pretty much. So we're definitely producing more diamonds than we need right now, which, hey, I'll take it. That is not a bad thing. And then basically we're getting all of our power from these now. So it's very nice, and it's also extremely expandable. So I can always make more simulation chambers. I don't think we really need more loot fabricators because it's pretty easy to just turn the loot into diamonds, and then we can easily just make more diamonds or make more dynamos and fill this wall here. So yeah, we have a major upgrade to our power, and we're able to use this pretty much for the foreseeable future because this can scale so easily. And now what I want to do with all that power is get a bunch of resources automated with more deep mob learning. So we have a bunch of polymer clay, and I basically want to just make a line of simulation chambers and make a whole bunch of different stuff. So I've bookmarked. I did a lot of work in between episodes, and while I was pretty much, I just took a lot of time and was just waiting for these to run. And yeah, they're both up to self-aware, and I'm making a bunch of stuff. But while I was waiting, I was going through all the different loot possibilities from the loot fabricators, and pretty much bookmarked anything that I thought would be useful going forward. And this is what I've come up with. So I've made one just to test it out, but I think I got a pretty decent setup idea. I'm gonna have I need 26 loot fabricators in total and 13 simulation chambers. So I'll basically have like a stairway down here, and I think things should be able to get wired up pretty easily that way. Yeah, so I can just demonstrate with one for now. And if we get one more simulation chamber, or no, if we get one more loot fabricator, I was also preparing a lot of this stuff in the background. We should be able to finish up what I want to do here. So right now I have a zombie data model in here. And I still haven't gotten any dust or any pristine matter. But I think, so what I'm going to do is basically use a different channel for each loot fabricator. Because for some of these loot fabricators, I have two, and that'll work out perfectly. But for some, I have more. So for zombies, I'm going to do rotten flesh and zombie heads. And the reason I'm using rotten flesh instead of iron ingots is because you can get a ton of iron using the rotten flesh. Because we're going to have so many overworldian matter. So I think this will be a better approach. It'll basically be a restriction on probably overworldian matter instead of rotten flesh, because you can get a whole bunch from just one pristine zombie matter. So, some item conduits here. And if we do this, the thing with deep mob learning is it has to get inserted on the top, and then things can get extracted from any side. So I'm extracting all my stuff from here, and we'll make zombies brown, and these will have to get inserted on brown. And then I'm thinking what we can do is we can just pull everything that comes out of these loot fabricators right here. So we'll just have a line of item conduits underneath all of these, and that should seem to work. And then we're also going to need to run power this way as well. So I feel pretty decent about that. I don't see why that wouldn't work. But okay, we did get one pristine zombie matter, and I want to make sure this is round robining. And I have a few extra zombie matters, actually. Do I? Maybe I used those? Oh no, they're right here. So let's just throw a couple in each. So let's say in this one, I want to do the rotten flesh. Oh, it needs power as well. And then this one can do the zombie heads. And then once I run power through here, I'll be able to basically have these run, and then I'll extract both of them out of these sides, and then pipe it into a big wall of storage drawers and hook up my ME system that way. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm thinking about approaching this. I hope you're able to visualize it. I'm not gonna do all of the crafting of all the tons of simulation chambers and loot fabricators on camera, because that is definitely a bit annoying. But yeah, I'll take a break and then I'll come back when I have at least a bunch more simulation chambers crafted up. I mean, 26 loot fabricators is just a whole lot of steel, just because every single one requires 8 dark steel. So we might not set up everything today, but I should be able to get a good chunk of these set up. So I'll be back when I have some more machines. All right, so I've basically just been cooking up a bunch of dark steel, and I'm definitely feeling a lot of lag going on in my world, and I'm not sure if it's something to do with my computer or if I just have enough stuff going on where things are starting to lag. I don't feel like I have that much in my base yet, though, so I hope it's not that option. But look at that line. Looks pretty good. Yeah, so I still need 2 more of these simulation chambers, but I am definitely wondering if there's any way that this stack of pulsating clay is going to be able to keep up. I highly doubt it. I only have about 3 or 4 running right now, and it is a net positive, but once I have 13 going, I don't think that will work. So what I'm thinking we'll probably have to do is just make another simulation chamber up here for more, to get more Enderman, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's definitely our bottleneck, right? We're not backstuffed on ender pearls in any way. And that will make more pulsating clay, and then we should be able to get these this pulsating clay out a little bit quicker. But yeah, so I made a few more. I still need to make a lot more of this, but just to give an idea of like how things are going to look, and then I want to wire things up and see how that goes. So I'm just going to do this, and I'll have this go all the way to the end. And if I just loop around here, I think that should work. And these should be getting powered now. And then the recipes that I set before, yeah, they should be working. So yeah, I'm getting a bunch of rotten flesh. And okay, cool. Something that I haven't really thought of, however, was how are we going to, I guess, like, oops, extract the, oh man, I'm all over the place. Okay, this is coming out on brown, and that's inserting on brown. Not gonna click things with my item conduit. How do we extract this overworldly or the different types of matter easily? And I'm thinking we could run another item conduit line underneath, and then if we just prioritize, it's hard because I guess we could set we just want to make sure that the pristine matter is definitely going in here and not somewhere else. But I think that should be able to work. Yeah, okay. So for now, let's not worry too much about it. We can extract the overworldly matter by hand, which we should do actually because it's getting a little bit full. And we got hellish matter as well. And then we're basically going to have a line of storage drawers over here. So I guess I'll just slap down the controller here. This is always subject to change. And then eventually I can also hook this into our ME system. So I've kind of thought this through a little bit. I'm going to want some of them to be 2x2. And then I think I just want one of them to be 1x2. And then the rest are just going to be normal stacks. And we can always throw in upgrades as needed, but I think this should be a pretty decent starting place. I should really just take out this ceiling for the entire basement, but this is fine for now. I also want to put elevators in eventually because this ladder pillar is really annoying. Actually, we don't need this at all. We never even use this. Yes. Goodbye. Okay. And now we can actually like look at our wall nicely. Oh, that's beautiful. That's probably what's causing the lag actually. Or I don't think demob learning is supposed to be too laggy. Okay. So we've made what we've specified in here, and now I want to take our item conduits and just pipe them in this way. And basically they should all just be extracting. It can be the same color. And as long as I make sure that it's not attached right here, which I don't think it is, so that's good. Yeah, we just want to make them all, they can all extract on green pretty much. Oh, this is going to be annoying to do. Why is it not letting me? There we go. Okay. So they should all be extracting on green. Let me make sure this up one is also. And then if they get piped into here on green, I think that should give us like what we're looking for. But before I do that, I want to specify here. Actually, I have my drawer controller. I want to specify like where I want to go where. So for the zombie heads, I want that to be in one of the 2x2s. So I'll just put that up here. The heads aren't going to be super useful. And now the head should only go in here and not take up any other drawers. So now if I turn it on, or actually, okay, before I get into that, something else I want to do is make the actual iron out of the rotten flesh. But for that, we need to figure out how to extract all this overworldian matter out of here. I think it shouldn't be too bad, right? So basically, I'm going to want to specify what goes where. So let me also take a stack of extraterrestrial matter, and we're going to have a whole thing in here, here, and here. And I'm going to want to set up a mechanical crafter to turn the zombie flesh and overworld matter into iron where applicable. So let me try to craft that up really quick, and then we can see if we can make that work. And this lag is really bugging me. I guess we need more crafting tables. Let's get a stack, or however much it's going to let me get without getting all wonky. Okay, and then we just need some of these steel gears. And that should be good. I'm not really sure exactly how this works. Okay, yeah, that seems like exactly what I wanted. Some way to specify a pattern, then we can input items. We can input items and output items. Yeah, this should work perfectly. So let's bring that down here. And then, okay, so how am I going to do this? I will say I'm probably going to need some kind of item filter, but this is also going to insert on green. That's not just going to, okay, it is just bringing everything in. So yeah, I'm going to want to make an item filter as well. Bear with me here. And bear with this lag. I'm going to try restarting my computer soon as well. Item filter. Oh, I thought I had hoppers. Oh, I thought I had iron plates. I thought I had iron. Give me a sec, I'll make some stuff. All right, I got my item filter. And yes, let's put that on here, and we want to filter for, there it is. So we want to allow just 2 items, and that's going to be overworldian matter. And then also zombie flesh. Oh, is it just called? Oh, it's rotten flesh, I guess. There we go. Okay, and now if we insert on green, should only let those 2 things in. And then we want to basically make the priority of this higher than up here. And yep, we're seeing what we want to see. And yeah, these zombie heads aren't supposed to be there. That was from before. And I guess, oh yeah, we haven't pulled out, okay, we haven't pulled out the actual overworldian matter as well. But something I'm realizing is this is going to fill up the inventory, but is there some way? I can probably do some kind of limited item filter, I guess. Yeah. Okay, for now, I'm just going to turn this off because this is really filling up. And yeah, since this is locked, we shouldn't be putting that zombie flesh in here, right? It's okay to stay in here. Okay. I probably need some kind of limited item filter, but I can do this first. So yeah, I'm going to want to basically just extract all of these always active and not on the simulation chambers. Oops. Or not on the loop fabricators, sorry. And I feel like a lot of this episode is kind of like busy stuff. It took a good amount of planning, but now that I'm actually making it, it's just like, okay, now we need another 500 steel or something. So I've just been waiting for a lot of crafts, but once we have automated resource production, doing stuff like that will be a lot easier because we won't have to worry about iron or redstone or anything like that. Okay, so then we need 2 more like that. And, ooh, yeah, let's actually do it like this. So if they're actually separate inputs and they're not touching each other, actually, okay, that'll work pretty well. We're going to need another filter. Actually, I'm probably going to want to make limited item filters, though, because I don't want either rotten flesh or overworldian matter to basically completely fill up. And if I make the priority bigger on this, okay, I think that should work. But yeah, let me make a few limited item filters and be right back. Okay, hopefully this is going to work. So I realized I don't actually need 2 limited item filters. I am just going to use 1 input, and then I just put the limited item filter and put just a stack of rotten flesh and a stack of overworldian matter. And the priority here into this mechanical crafter is higher than the priority in the drawer controller, so hopefully we should be seeing overworldian matter in here. It's 258. Looks like it's not extracting for some reason. Was that going down? Nope. Did I not set this? I did not set this. But where is it going is my main question. It's set to... Is it just going up here? It is. Unless it already worked. Huh, I'm confused. So that's at 316. Yeah, that's definitely going up. Let me take off this. I feel like we should be getting... What am I missing here? This is extracting on green. It gets put around into here. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, so we should be getting overworldian matter here. Only 6. That's okay. I can jumpstart it a bit. And if we make this pattern... Again, this is my first time working with this, so... Oh, whoops, it's the other way around. Like that. Okay, and it's automatically crafting. Cool. Oh, that's neat. We get a little animation. And then I essentially just want to pipe the iron from in here to over there. Yeah, that should be straightforward enough. And now I feel comfortable connecting this as well. And we should still not see this number rise because this has a higher priority. We should see the overworldian matter come in here. And we also shouldn't see any more zombie flesh until this is all through and we only have 1 stack left. So the zombie flesh should just be like sitting in the simulation chamber. Yep, that's looking pretty good to me. And these zombie heads they'll slowly fill up. Okay, so we're making iron ingots here. And I basically want to extract those iron ingots out of here and then put them into one of these drawers. So if I set this drawer arbitrarily to be iron ingots, and I want to extract this in green, this should now be filling up. Awesome. Okay, I think that's automated for the most part. Let me make a bit more. And now, yeah, we're getting a nice supply of iron. Cool, cool. Okay, I feel better about this. I guess all that's really left to do is just let a bunch more stuff run. Okay, we are extracting the overworldian matter correctly. Cool. So yeah, I'll just walk through a few with you guys just to show you like how I'm doing it, and then the rest of it I'll do off camera. I'll craft up a bunch more loot fabricators. Maybe that's something I'll do actually in between episodes, just because it's gonna take me a really long time, and it'll be like kind of a lot of AFK crafting and stuff, because we are still what 21 loot fabricators dry, and a couple simulation chambers. But okay, so like for skeletons. Skeleton matter. So for this, I think we're just doing tin and skeleton skulls, I believe. So that'll be really similar to how we're doing zombies. So I'll use a different color for this. Although I guess it doesn't really have to be a different color, right? As long as they're not connected. Yeah, I think that should be fine, actually. Oh wait, no, the whole idea is that they can be connected because the loot fabricators won't be. Okay, so this will we'll put this, since it's just the next one, we'll just do this on blue. And then this should extract the matter on blue. Is that gonna do it? Was I looking at the wrong one? Oh, whoops, I did insert. Man, I am feeling off today. It's a bunch of weird mess ups that are happening. Oh, we also want to make this round robin enabled. Okay, so pretend half of these went in here. And then it just comes down to, let's select tin on this and skeletons on this, and then we should see nothing move for now because we haven't actually set it. But if we take the skeletons here and the tin in here, put the tin right there and the skeletons here, now things should be clearing up. Okay, yeah, we're seeing skeleton skulls go through there, and then tin also get populated. And meanwhile, all this overworldian matter is also being used to process up all this iron. So yeah, we're going to be having, we already have 600 iron. That is stupid. Yeah, we're going to have a ton of iron, which is good because at the beginning of this episode, I had like 30. So that's good to see. And then I'll also, I might as well do a bit more. Cool. Yeah, this autocrafter is really neat. But yeah, that is kind of the gist of what I'm trying to do here. I think I might just wrap up the episode here, and then on the next one, I can kind of plan to have this all completed and then walk through it there. I guess we didn't have that much like to show in this episode, so sorry about that. But I think a lot of it was just like planning out how I want things to look, and then it's just kind of a lot of grinding out the actual things to be here. But yeah, next episode, hopefully this wall should be filled with a bunch of resources, and I'll try to get this all done, and then I can walk through it. But for this one, yeah, thank you for tuning in. I do really like how this wall looks, and hopefully it's going to grow, and it's going to look better with all the other loot fabricators here. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.